And I love where I'm from. Like, I love Dallas, and I love the people I know, and I'm like, we could do this together.
Hey guys, what's good? And welcome to the COSIGN Life. If you're watching this video, that means you co-sign us and we co-sign you. So here are a couple of ways to support us at COSIGN Magazine. Number one, view the description below, click the link, and purchase an issue of COSIGN Magazine. Just like this one right here, physical. You can purchase this. Number two, you can also support us by purchasing COSIGN merch. Hit the link below and it'll take you to all our past merch items, and we'd love to have your support and see you wear COSIGN Magazine. We're back for another episode of COSIGN Conversations. Today we have the founders and creators of the sneaker ball that will be held in Mansfield, Texas. We have Bionca, Bailey, and Brandon, founders and creators and producers of the sneaker ball. How y'all doing today?
I'm doing well.
Good.
Appreciate y'all having us.
How are you doing today?
Thank you for asking. Nobody ever asked me that. Nobody ever asked me that in
I was
interviews.
raised right, I'm telling you.
You got like 5 points right now. You know what I'm saying? 5 more, you'll get a gold star, okay?
I got you.
But thank you, I'm doing fine today. I'm a little mad that y'all upstaged me with the sneakers. I would have put some good sneakers on today. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're here for. You know,
You're right. I should have reminded you.
You should have reminded me.
Sorry.
You should have sent me a message.
I didn't want you to outshine us though.
I mean,
like, what would we look like?
I mean, you're right. I gotta let y'all make it today.
Gotta have something here for it, you know?
But it's okay though. I do got some heat back there though. You know what I'm saying? I'll show y'all later. You know
Just to put that out there, right?
But first and foremost, I want to know what brought all you guys together, because we're going to talk about the sneaker ball, but I want to know what first brought y'all together as, well, I know y'all are family. but all y'all together to create this event.
Okay. Yep. I'll start. Well, like you said, we're a family. This is my real life brother, mom and dad, same people. We're brother and sister, and of course, we always throwing back ideas and stuff like that. And then Bionca, my lovely Bionca, I've been working with her and doing events with her for about 4 or 5 years.
Yeah,
like
at this point.
About like 4 or 5 years at this point. And so we've just been rolling, and we're just at the point where we're like, if you're doing something, I'm involved. If I'm doing something, you're involved. Like, it's really no questions asked because we just really mesh like that. So yeah,
that's real.
She's thinking, yeah.
Look at y'all already. This was not rehearsed, guys. I promise. This was not rehearsed.
It wasn't.
But that speaks on, collaboration over competition, which is great.
Absolutely.
I love the unity and community that you guys are building. We talked offline, and you said that you have a lot of experience with sneaker balls in your past. Kind of tell us what experience you have.
So just kind of like them, I've been in events since I was in college, so obviously throwing stuff with the fraternity, being the president of that, just always heading events, being that back person behind the scenes, right. That's me, I let them be in the front because, they're gorgeous women. I'm just gonna stay in the back.
All you gotta do is just,
so that's my thing. But yeah, I've been putting on events since college. Right now, I am the general manager at Fieldhouse USA in Mansfield. Okay. So that's actually where Sneaker Ball will be held for New Year's Eve this year. So that's just what we do. Basketball tournaments, vendor fairs. We've been doing that for a while, and so now we're kind of stepping into the next aspect of it. And to be honest, it kind of started from at Fieldhouse. One thing that we noticed that we got an ungodly amount of lost and found items, just clothes, and these weren't just like left. These were Nike jackets, hoodies, Adidas sweats, brand new sneakers. Kids would just leave over time, right? And we started finding different organizations to donate these items to because like when kids in need, families in need. And so then we're like, hey, let's put all that together into one event to where we're bringing in that aspect of it. We're going to highlight some other businesses, some sneaker vendors, and you got a lot of entrepreneurs out there who just, the sneaker business is massive, as you know.
Gotcha.
And then let's give a dope New Year's Eve party for the city.
So there's a charitable component to the event.
Absolutely.
I'll speak on that. So for Kickspo, it's like 2 events actually. So for Dallas Kickspo, we are asking for people to bring donations. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Lightly used sneakers, lightly used clothing, apparel, new socks. That's the only like new thing we're asking for. But everything else, But everything else, like just lightly used, and that gives you a discounted ticket by bringing that donation. And those tangible items, we're just sending back out to our organizations and charities that we're affiliated with, so that we see there's a lot of charitable organizations that they say they're giving stuff back, but they're selling it or, whatever. We want to see you freely hand someone something for free. That's our goal. So like he said, we've already collected so many shoes and like apparel that are actually brand new, but that's a little secret. We're gonna like announce that later, but we've collected so much already. We're asking for more to kind of like top off the end of the year because, Christmas will end and you're cleaning out your closets. And then a percentage of our proceeds from the Sneaker Ball, which is our part 2 event, will be going to the Mansfield ISD Education Foundation. We actually got to talk to a board member of that, and he expressed how they like built this brand new, humongous, beautiful library, but there were no books in it. And we were like, what? So like that's kind of like
funding just stopped. They were there.
And they were there with a brand new library facility and like no books.
What's crazy is I went to the AT&T Discovery District in downtown Dallas, and the library is pretty close there. And I parked in front of the library, and I asked my friend, I said, who still goes to libraries?
That's
I don't even think about that, but there's kids on that side, and that's the other thing, we're big into, obviously youth sports and just youth development as well. So that's one thing that we really look back at, like how can we give back to the kids, right? So obviously there's that educational, component of it, but also, you have a lot of families in need where they are, you love it because you got that pride in you, but it's like, hey, we can't go and buy these new Jordans, these new, Nike, clothing and everything for Christmas, whatever it be. But you have fortunate families who it's like, hey, kids, they grow like crazy. As soon as they grow out of it, help somebody else. We've got pretty good sized family, had a lot of cousins, and it was one of those things where it's like, you're not ashamed to wear somebody else's stuff just because and then if it's nice stuff, it's even more like, okay, I'm willing to take it, and so.
I live in his clothes. Like that's just a side note right there.
And that's a style now, so you can.
The ultimate tomboy.
I am a super tomboy, and he messed up after college. After college, he left like 2 big old duffel bags of his clothes at my mama's house, and I was like, "Bro, it's Nike shirts in here." I was like, "I'm definitely taking those."
She'd come out to you. I'm like, "That's my shirt."
I'd be like, "It is." And
you said my mama has like that's not his mama. Too.
Right.
That's my mama.
That's funny.
Man, be clear. This is my dad's house.
That's funny. I'm gonna go to Bionca now. Bionca, you've done some amazing things in the city, from your own business to helping other events, producing events. What made you want to, outside of this being your yin to your yang, what made you want to really get supportive and get behind this event and attach your name to it and support?
Well, I've always thought sneaker balls in general were very intriguing because it's like every time you go out, it's the pressure of the damn shoes and being in them all night, so I felt like it was a cool, fun thing that we could do. And I know every year for New Year's Eve, I always want to do something and end up staying home on the couch because it'd be too much going on, everything is packed out. So I was like, with this, it can be a lot smoother for people to come. You don't have to be hurting all night in your shoes. You just come, be cute, have a good time, vibe out, see some of the great vendors and stuff that we have. So I just, from an event perspective and always wanting to give Dallas an experience, this felt like the perfect opportunity to do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I love about sneaker balls for us, highly challenged men? Is that
I wouldn't go say
I don't have to worry about a girl being in heels. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5', 7.5", 5'8" on a good day, maybe 5'8.5" depending on what shoe I wear. So it just kind of levels the playing field.
I'm done.
So I appreciate y'all for that.
We're gonna add that in our marketing for sure.
Y'all should. That should be a skill.
Because I did not think about that.
Yeah, man, that's funny.
We were being a little selfish, and we were like, we don't want to wear heels all night.
I don't want y'all to wear heels all night either.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page.
I don't. Some of my friends, prefer having women taller than me. eye to eyes, that's it. That's it. Anything more than that, we're going to have a conversation.
We gotta know that. We added that to our marketing.
Flats
for
only.
sure.
Flats only. Even on a wedding day. Baby girl, they ain't going to be able to see your shoes anyway.
Level the
Flats,
playing
right. That's funny.
You see, that one's on the house. I ain't got to worry
field.
about it.
We appreciate that.
But I want to talk about sneakers because I have my own outlook on there. So when I think of sneaker ball, I think of like quality A1 sneaker stuff. No offense to anybody watching this, but I don't really think of people just coming in like some Chucks or you know what I'm saying, some Air Force Ones. Like you got to bring out the heat. You know what I'm saying? What's y'all thought process on it? I mean, I know y'all don't want to seclude anybody, but you know, for y'all who are really into sneakers, what do you think?
Well, honestly, it's the best of both worlds on that side, right? Because we want to give that opportunity. Like we know, especially in Dallas, there's some heat. There's some heat out there. You know, like I said, we were back in what was this May this year?
Yeah, May or June.
SneakerCon was down here, and we, you know, obviously we attended. And like I said, I watched with my two eyes. I watched a man pay $11,000 cash for a pair of Red Octobers.
Wow.
You know, dead stock pair.
It was crazy at SneakerCon.
It
was my first time.
Oh, it was crazy, you know. So I said that's one thing that's like we know it's some heat, and we want to give that off, right? That's why we put it, you know, the sneaker ball, and we want really people to know this is it's a gala. It's a fashionable, formal gala, right? We want you to come dress up, you know, tuxedos, gowns. I mean, to the nines. You know,
Think Met Gala but sneakers.
with sneakers.
Exactly.
That's exactly what we're doing, right? But then we also understand, you know, like there's people that sneakers are their everyday get up, you know. So I said you may see a pair of Vans, a pair of Chucks out there to where it's like, this is my comfort. This is where I live, you know. So I mean, and you're gonna have people who dress some sneakers up that you've never seen before. It's like, oh, I didn't even realize that works together, you know. So it's gonna be, that's why I say it's gonna be the best of both worlds, because you may see a couple $1,000 pair of shoes on there. You may see somebody's everyday Chucks, you know, and it's like, hey.
Yeah. If you like
I
that,
need to see the heat. I need to see the heat.
But yeah, that's what we want.
That's what I'm
Bring it
looking
out.
for.
Yeah.
Bring it
that's
out.
what I'm saying. You got plenty of time, 'cause I've been promoting for a while. Plenty of time.
Oh, yeah.
Do your research.
Yes.
Get on StockX or
Yes,
something. Just you know.
Yeah, I know people that got their shoes just for decoration, just sitting there,
You know?
never worn. Bring them out.
Bring
Those
them.
are the ones that you need to wear to sneaker ball.
And then vice versa, if you don't have your sneakers ready, you know that's part for the
Dallas
Kickspell side of it, right?
It's
we're
the day
gonna
before
have
and the morning of.
exactly. So
Okay,
we're gonna have
so-
vendors coming out, apparel vendors, sneaker vendors. Even one of our vendors, he's sponsored with us, is Eastwood Customs, who they're providing custom suits and gowns as well. You know, so it's like we're gonna give you those opportunities where it's like, hey, if you still need an upgrade, you know, hey, just
You
right
up to the date.
Yeah,
You
like,
have
you
opportunity.
have no excuse.
No
We're
excuse.
not even giving you time to make excuses. Come to
Yeah.
Dallas Kickspell. You don't have no sneakers? Come on.
Yeah.
We gonna have sneaker vendors there. Buy some sneakers. Be ready. But I'm also excited for the originality of how people are going to pair those things.
Yes.
Like I be seeing, like he said, so much heat, so much fire, but also so many like stylists in Dallas and just fashion icons and like creative eyes. And I'm just excited to see. I've been thinking, everybody, like people who know me, they've been like, Bailey, what you gonna wear? I'm like, hold on, don't do that. I'm
I
not
can't
ready.
reveal that just yet. You know, y'all gotta
So it's a
see.
surprise.
I'm walking in here with the same thing on. What you mean?
Nah, I feel you. I have seen that. Like, damn. Okay.
Yeah,
What
for
y'all
real.
doing?
No, seriously,
Okay.
seriously. And then one other aspect of it too, you know, we've got couple tickets, you know, on sale, you know, so that's one thing that we want to really, you know, accentuate, you know, the couples, the love, you know, come together, you know, get with your partner, y'all come out and flex on everybody if you
Y'all
want
can
to.
be twinning.
That's
Right,
it, you know.
right.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to have the same pair of shoes on, but you know, dress it up, you know, because
Gotcha.
that's one thing that we're gonna have some competitions and some contests going on as well. So we'll be looking through the crowd. We have our videographers going through, and we're gonna put some people on spotlight too. So it's like,
And we not single shaming. Couples
I'm about
tickets
to
are
say, too,
available. Couples tickets are available for your besties.
Yeah.
Like, come on,
This is
y'all got
true.
romances out there.
bring your fellas out, you know, ladies, grab your
I
girlfriend,
don't
you
think
know.
fellas can do couple tickets though.
Yes, you stop.
Okay, it's got to be multiple couples.
I'll just play it. I'll just play
Groups
it.
of
Nobody
4.
gonna know.
How would they know?
How would
How
they
would
know?
they know?
Who's at the door?
Hey, all you need to know is you got a ticket.
I need
We
to
don't
sign
need to know
that.
what type of ticket
Nah,
you bought.
It doesn't even matter to me. If it's more affordable to a couple, like, so me and the homies will pull up with a couple tickets. Nah.
it.
We also, sorry, I just wanted to add in there. You might be wanting to ask later, but we also have VIP sections that we haven't even fully marketed. As you know, these days if it's not happening tomorrow, people one ear and out the other. So like our marketing is still, we have been talking about it in marketing for almost a year now, actually, but we are not even pushing the big highlights yet because we know people just.
Dallas is just last minute.
I know.
It's a last minute
I don't
market.
care what you have, unless it's like a huge concert.
Right.
Yeah.
Dallas is last minute.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I've
agree.
just realized that, you know, you just have to prepare for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's great that y'all have acknowledged that with this, you know, being your first sneaker ball, that you already know how the city works and whatever. So
We have good holidays coming up, so we still shoot Halloween. We still got to get through Halloween. You got Thanksgiving,
Right.
Christmas, you know. So
Right.
it was just perfect, you know, because that's the other theme of it, right? You got all this stuff, you know. You spend time with family, you know. Enjoy yourself, but then come, you know, take the rest of the year off, you know, and come bring in the year with the bang. Come ready to start fresh, get your mind right, and come have a good time. You know?
yeah. One interesting thing you said, I know I'm jumping around, but one interesting thing you said earlier was that it was off cameras that you did it in Mansfield purposely.
Yeah.
Kind of talk to us about that, because people, when they think about events, they always think Dallas, centrally located.
Yeah.
So what made y'all think of Mansfield?
Go outside, yeah. So that's the thing, you know. We're all from Dallas and everything. So born and raised here. I feel like I know every part of the city and everything. I mean, I've been up north. I've been on the south side. We just all over, you know. So one thing right there now in that Mansfield Arlington area, that is a lot of people are moving south, right? So you have the central hub of Dallas, and it's just going like this, you know. So we're trying to put a staple event in another location in another city outside of, obviously, especially the city in downtown Dallas, right? Because again, that's always going to happen. You've got the Big D New Year's Eve stuff. You've got all the clubs that happen, which is great. You know, you got people who are looking for that. But then you're going to have a lot of people who, kind of like myself and at my age, where people are starting to move out. They're starting families. They're buying house, first-time home buyers, right? So they're going out to some of these more suburban areas, you know. So, well, we still like to have a good time. Yeah, for sure.
I was personally excited for it to be in Mansfield because I hate any holiday in Dallas. It's OD.
Yeah.
So
That's it.
like to have a place that I can go, it's gonna have parking.
It's gonna have a whole parking lot.
Parking lot. There's hotels. You know what I'm saying? So like for that night, it's just a perfect scenario. You come in, don't gotta worry about all that traffic. You get to park, and you probably staying in a hotel that's literally right there.
Right.
So.
That was my next question, because, you know, driving out there New Year's Eve,
Yeah.
you gonna get lit driving back to Dallas.
Right.
I'm not saying drink and drive, but I'll be gliding.
Yeah,
I'll be gliding that night
for
when I'm
sure.
lit. So
And
No, we are partnering. We are like working on confirming those like little details, but we are partnering with a few of the hotels out in Mansfield that are literally
Right there.
right across the highway, like
Exactly.
right up the street. And then we're also like working on getting a shuttle service to where if you are staying, well, even it's really for if you're staying at a hotel, but like if you're staying at a hotel, they'll shuttle you there, shuttle you back, so you could turn
Literally
up.
not worry.
Yeah,
Like, don't worry
Have
about
a
it.
great
You can
time.
turn up
Yeah.
and you just get shuttled back to your room and you right there. So like we've thought of everything, like almost everything that hopefully that you could throw at us. We've thought of it and we're handling it, or we're trying to provide it for you in some type of way.
Gotcha.
And just one other thing, you know, I said Mansfield has right now, there's so many, you know, just dope things going on. There's so many, a lot of people don't know, Mansfield just had its first black mayor in history, you know, this year, you know, and actually it's a beautiful thing, you know. So there's a lot of family, there's a lot of athletes, young athletes coming from that area where they're you know, going to college, and so it helps bring a spotlight to another area of Dallas that some people just may not be familiar with. You know, a lot of people, they think, you know, you go Dallas, anything south of 20 is I'm not even, but it's a lot of stuff that's coming from there that people don't realize that. And they're doing big things, and that's the thing. Let's spotlight it. Let's show them. Let's show it off, and let's bring that emphasis to those people.
Yeah, I love Mansfield outside the taxes.
Oh man. Look, you know that's another interview.
I'm talking about that all day. Them taxes are killing me. But what's the goal for somebody who's never attended a sneaker ball? Like, what do you want them to experience from it? Because I've been to maybe one before. So what do you want like a newcomer to experience?
Like to one before too.
Yeah.
One, the atmosphere, you know, to come in to see how many people are into the sneaker community that you may have never known about. You know, you have a lot of people who they work 9-to-5 jobs, they work corporate jobs, so where every day you see them, I'm dressed up, I've got a suit on, you know, shirt and tie, and you don't get to hang out with those people on the weekend, right? So you don't understand. I mean, I've got friends who, I'm joking with myself too, but me and my friends, we're starting to have kids, you know, so it's like, I'm not buying as many sneakers as I used to.
Yeah.
You know, but I've got stuff that I had worn in years that are still in the boxes that, I mean, some heat, you know, but I don't get a chance to wear them anymore because, like I said, now
I'm a dad now.
I'm dead.
That's his favorite line.
You just got to buy it for your kid and you.
Exactly. So that's the biggest thing, the atmosphere to see, you know, what people, you know, just may have sitting around their house, you know, the stuff, seeing somebody outside of their normal work atmosphere, things like that. And then coming in and really, like I said, just being blown away by the facility. You know, to be honest, the venue that we have there at Fieldhouse USA is just a state-of-the-art, gorgeous facility, you know, and it is. It's great, you know, and how we're going to set it up. And again, a lot of people know it from the sports aspect, but we're going to completely change that place. And we've got our decor team coming in, and it's going to be casino night game.
Casinos.
So, yeah, I was gonna go over that and say that like we also have like other components. So it's a 30,000 square foot, just the hardwood. Like that's not even the whole building, just the hardwood where people will physically be is 30,000 square feet. So we're gonna turn it out. Like we are having VIP sections, a VIP lounge. We're having a casino night. We have partnered with a casino company that's gonna have a whole basketball court and a half full of casino, blackjack tables, slot machines, all of the above. We're going to have a silent auctions where we're collecting donations from like, you know, athletes, pro athletes and things like that. I'm going to have some cool stuff on displays that you can come and auction on. And like part of that is going to our charities. We're definitely having food. We're having a champagne toast. We're having
about the food.
Yes,
I want to be that guy.
There will be food. There will be some hors d'oeuvres there for free, but there's also going to be their in-house concession at Fieldhouse USA.
It's 21 and up, you know, so we'll be
for sneaker ball, that is 21 and up. Dallas Expo is open to everyone, but one thing as far as your question, as far as like what we expect people to see, especially if they're new, honestly, for me, one of my goals to show people. We hear a lot, especially if you live in Dallas and you're a Dallas native, like how Dallas is so unsupportive. Like that is a thing that goes around a lot, and it really like saddens me because people feel like they have to move away or do other things. And I love where I'm from. Like I love Dallas and I love the people I know, and I'm like, we can do this together. So that's what I want people to see is all the support, all the companies and people that we've partnered with to do this event. And like we partnered with Social Hub LLC. That's a photo booth company that they'll be providing our photo booths. That'll be pretty lit that night too. And then all the vendors coming out and like helping each other, doing things with each other and for each other. And then us doing that for the vendors to put them on a platform, you know, to be able to do that again in this huge building with a whole new customer base. That's what I want people to see is, of course, like the heat and the fun, but also the support that we felt like, was lacking in the city. No, let's bring that back. Let's say that we can all come together and be supportive and then have fun together.
Have fun.
That's the biggest,
have a great time.
biggest point.
That sounds like an amazing. What does the VIP come up with? Like, is VIP tables or?
Yes, we have 9 different VIP sections. The different sections are like
tiered.
They are tiered sections. But each of them come with a few bottles, like depending on your tier, but they all come with some bottles for sure.
A lot of bottles.
Yeah.
That we put it together. You know, we want to make sure you're gonna be good.
No, yeah, they come with bottles. You shouldn't have to buy extra bottles in a VIP section. Honestly, that night, everyone's ticket comes with a complimentary drink of champagne because we're having a champagne toast. The VIP sections also come with your personalized bottle girl who will be serving you for the night. It comes with casino night game chips, like for free, so that you can already start attending the casino without paying additionally.
Access to the lounge.
Access to the lounge. It'll come with some free food. I can't tell you exactly what, but I'll tell you who. Candy by Kira will be sponsoring some beautiful strawberry bouquets for the VIP section. So like, you know, that's a little fun stuff that, again, that collaboration, like we have just people working with us. And
depending on where you pick your section too, we'll be having some performances that night as well. So if you are getting the higher tiered, you're getting closer to all the action.
Have y'all announced like the performers yet, or is it like a surprise?
It's definitely a surprise. But it's a great lineup.
It is, and that was another thing that we made sure we did. You know, we have within there, we have specific Dallas artists. You know, people from right here in the area. To one, like I said, because that's the thing. We wanted to give that support, give that spotlight for a lot of these businesses. You know, so we have specific Dallas artists coming out. And then we have our headliners, some coming out. And the same thing, you know, even in our VIP lounge that you mentioned, you know, we partnered with a black-owned tequila company right here from Oak Cliff, Texas.
Okay.
You know, Tequila with Friends.
So shout out to them.
Yeah, exactly. So same thing. Just I've been friends with those guys for a long time, and love what they're doing out there. And same thing. Hey, let us promote what you're doing while you know giving the spotlight to everything else. You know, and that's
because you hear all about Casamigos, but we in Dallas, and it's a locally owned, black owned from Oak Cliff.
Delicious,
and it's just the same. It's tequila, so yeah, like we putting them on. Like why not?
Nah, shout out to Tequila with Friends. I mean, I drink Casamigos, but I'm gonna drink both.
Right.
I'm gonna drink both.
I'm gonna drink
Like,
both. That's fine. Drink both.
I'll drink both. Definitely shout them out too. But what I see that y'all put a lot of thought into this, right? So I'm expecting this to be like an annual thing, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yes.
how far do y'all want to take this?
We're trying to keep, and that's what we put the name of it, Sneakerball TX, how we started, because this is just a start, you know.
Okay.
And so Sneakerball TX can be, you know, we pushed out. We may be in Houston, we you know, but yes, we want to make it an annual event here in Dallas, end of the year, where people are looking forward to that, right? So and looking forward for several different aspects of it, right? Because as much as this is one of my babies on side of it, but that charitable side, that donation side, you know, how we want to look at it. Hey, like I said, it's after the holidays, after Christmas. Clean your closet out, right? If it doesn't fit, you got kids, it doesn't fit anymore. We know how it is. Come give it to somebody who could use it, and then come have a good time, you know. So now it gives it that both sides of it, and you feel good about it, you know.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes down to it, like the experience and just the easeability of everything, like not only you just are able to access it like easy, but you're having a great time. So I just feel like the whole stress of New Year's goes away. The fun of New Year's stays. Like you just get cute and you get to have a good time. All that extra is gone, because I literally have not been out for New Year's in at least 3 years. And I go out, you know, specifically because it just be too much.
It's too much. I already don't like dealing with traffic and parking already, just regular going out. And then New Year's, I'll be like, I'm not driving. I'm not dealing with traffic. I'm not paying for parking. I don't want to do none of that. So
making it like a real experience for people to just look forward to.
And then, like I said, it just helps us add on more and more and more every year. You know, like I said, because that's what we want it to be. Where if I miss Sneakerball this year, I'm upset. You know?
And that's what we want. We want people DMing the page and be like, hey, why was I not involved? Hey, I don't know why you weren't involved, but let's get you involved.
When do next year's tickets go on sale? You know, because that's what we want people to feel that way.
Yeah, absolutely. So don't feel that way. Don't miss out.
Don't miss out. Get your tickets. Get them now. Don't wait.
Get them now.
But what I kind of want y'all to leave us with is, you know, as a community of entrepreneurs and creatives, I love what y'all doing, because y'all had an idea and y'all executed. Y'all brought y'all's dream and vision to life. So I want y'all to give advice to, you know, your audience, people that follow you, on why they should, you know, continue to keep going and not fall into doubt, and just really pursue their dreams and their passion.
I'll start with you.
I'll definitely say start.
Yep.
Because that's the biggest mistake that I see a lot of entrepreneurs making, is the planning. The over obsessive planning, the thought that everything has to be perfect, and you can't know what you need to do next without just taking that first step, whatever that looks like. For me, I just start writing stuff down.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm thinking about something, I start writing it down, and then whatever that first action, because I can identify at least that, right? I might not have the whole thing all together right then and there, but I know the first thing that I need to do, and I do that thing. That keeps you going. That keeps the momentum moving forward. That allows you to see what other people you need to bring in, what other resources you need to look for. And those things normally naturally come to you once you identify that that's what's needed.
Absolutely. And just going off of that, this was an idea or something, because like he said, he's had experience with some sneaker balls up north when he was in college, and he graduated in 2016. So about 2017, 2018, he started coming to me like, hey, it's this like sneaker ball thing, like we should do it. But that was like 3 years ago, right? And we're just now like doing it.
This is true.
And so it's not that we were waiting and planning. We really feel like, not trying to be like all religious and stuff, but like we really feel like God put it in the perfect timing for us. Because like COVID just happened, so like things were shut down, and you know, no one got to really go out last year, and you know, whatever. So we were like, and then businesses their sales went down. So like we just felt like this is the perfect time, and don't wait for a perfect time, but we just felt like we were just like, hey, we're doing it, whatever, we're doing it. And then it just so happened to unravel in this way. Exactly. So that's why I'm saying don't wait for a perfect time. The perfect time really exposed itself to us after we were like, we're doing it. Right. So, and it just, again, COVID, businesses went down, so like we're giving them a platform with Dallas Kickspo to come and make a
your
buck.
Money back.
At the end of this year, like that's our goal. Fieldhouse has a capacity of 2,000, and that's really just for the fire marshals. Like like really it can hold more, but like that's technically a capacity of 2,000. We want to fill the building up. That's our goal, and for our vendors, we want y'all to sell out. We want y'all to really be struggling at the beginning of the year with inventory. Like that's our goal for y'all. So. It just, again, don't wait for that perfect timing. Start, like she said. Don't try to plan it. Because I am a planner. I'm not going to lie. So I am the type to be like, oh, I don't have this. So I can't do it.
All these plans.
Just start.
That's me sometimes.
It's everybody a lot.
And sometimes when you're feeling so doubtful, because I get that anxiety, that nervous anxiety. Definitely. We do when we're doing events
we freak out together.
We be like, girl, nobody. You should hear some of our phone calls.
What's coming? And then it's sold out event.
And then it's sold out. So it's like, just
Yeah.
do it. And everyone that, I don't think we've talked to anyone about this event that has not said anything positive about it. Everyone has seen the vision, the goal, and I'm like, y'all on board? Y'all good? Okay, I'm gonna see you there. Great. So like just really have that confidence and just do it.
No, that's real.
Just do it.
And like I say this all the time to Bailey, right? This is one of my favorite sayings, right? Somebody's got to do it. You know, somebody's got to do it. You know, why can't it be us? Why can't it be you? You know, because you look at it as we're all getting older, you know, and it is. And I say older more like on the wisdom side. You know, not necessarily. We're not.
You're getting wiser.
Yeah,
getting wiser.
You know, and we're moving to that driver's seat now. You know, you got to think about it. You know, that the generation before us, they're getting to that retirement where they're looking to pass along, and we're about to take the reins. You know, so it's like somebody's got to do it. Why can't it be us? You know, why can't it be you? Whoever, you know.
He does get inspirational every now and then.
I feel you. And all I'm gonna say is, don't be afraid to figure it out as you go.
That's it.
Absolutely.
That's it. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't have to, but the one thing you can control is your drive, your will to figure it out and get it done.
to figure it out.
You know.
Nah, facts.
Figure it out.
And like I know for sure all of us have been doing like different events for a while now. But this event even has pushed me personally. I can just speak for myself. Like I helped create a big part of the website. Like I ain't never created a website, but if y'all see that website, subtle brag, give me my props.
No, she did great.
Like and she know I'm technologically challenged. Even though I'm a millennial, I promise I be struggling too. And I be calling her. She be like, Bailey, just give me a second because I'm busy. So like you trying to figure it out. I be like, Bionca. And then I figure it out. So like even this has really pushed me to another level, and we've done some big things in the city, and this is still pushing me. And I hope that y'all will see the fruits of that labor.
Not fact.
December 30th and 31st.
Gotta get out that comfort zone.
No, seriously. I've been very uncomfortable. I promise you I have. I promise. In the best way.
Nah, I feel you. Well, for those in the city of Dallas, or if you want to come visit the city of Dallas, you need to be at Fieldhouse in Mansfield on December. I know, brother. That's James back there hating my outro. I believe all this in too. Like I was saying, December 30th and 31st, that whole weekend, they're taking over the city of Dallas. Make sure you are there at the Sneaker Ball. Please get some fresh kicks.
Bring your heat.
Yes, please bring some heat.
Come correct.
Because they may not be able to say it, but I'm going to say something. I'm going to put you on my IG story talking about this is a no-go. So please bring some heat. You have the day before to Kickspo and the day of to go get some shoes. You have StockX. You have so many local vendors in centers, sneaker politics.
Absolutely.
Shout 'em out.
Lost Souls.
Dead stock.
Dead stock. Private selection.
The lab. Y'all got no excuses.
You have no excuses.
Just hide from KG though if you don't come up.
Yeah, because I'm showing out. But yeah, please be in attendance and support these amazing individuals. And at COSIGN, we definitely COSIGN them. We COSIGN Sneaker Ball. We'll be in attendance. And as always, please continue the COSIGN life. Peace.
Hey guys, what's good? Thanks for supporting COSIGN Magazine by watching this video. If you really enjoyed this content, please subscribe, like, comment, and share.